Did you like it? Did everyone like it?
Loved
It was amazing.
Loved it.
It was the
Awesome.
best thing.
It was
Amazing.
great. It was so much fun.
Hopefully
Beyond.
nobody took sleep before this Zoom. What time? Is anyone on the East Coast time?
Oh,
Yes, it's
All
8:30
of
here.
us.
Okay. So it's getting into it. Well, you know, a convention was amazing. We thought the team did such an awesome job at convention from the moment you got there to the moment you left. We think the agenda was, we had just the right amount of pleximonies. We called them pleximonies. We felt like our amazing ambassadors did such a good job. As always, Lita sends me a song. For 6 years now, Lita has sent me a song, just a rough cut. I give her the theme months before. She will take it, play with it, send me a very rough draft. And those are some of the best recordings that I have, are her rough drafts of the song. I thought her I thought her song was amazing. And I think she's in labor, like she might have had the baby. I haven't even checked, but she was like a week from convention out for the baby. So, but she's amazing. John Maxwell never, ever disappoints. And I've known John for probably 25 years, and he hasn't changed. His fame has not changed him. He doesn't need the money. This isn't a money thing for him. He told us in the meeting, he said, I've sold over 37 million books. You do the math. You do the math on how I'm doing financially. He goes, I'm only here because I want to give my knowledge back to everyone that I talked to. And so he did such a good job. You know, Sarah Ross was there, and she was one of those ladies that when you hire these people to come and speak, sometimes you don't know what you're going to get. And we took a flyer on Sarah. We trusted Genevieve and her insight, and she was great. And we heard Valerie at Super Saturday, and she didn't disappoint either. From Genevieve to Michael to Blake. Blake is our new hero. Blake, when he announced Plexus Go, are you all on Plexus Go? I hope you're all on Plexus Go. And that was the version of me 20 years ago. I was young, handsome, fit. And so Blake walked out. Everyone goes, oh, I'm going to pay attention because he's a handsome guy, not shy, did a fantastic job. And we're so excited for the Plexus Go app. And then Michael always does a good job. I call them the Michaels, Dr. Michael Hartman and Michael D'Arminio. They did such a good job launching Sleep. And that's kind of a hidden gem. I've heard from probably 50 people since convention about how they love the Sleep product and how they go to sleep easily. They don't wake up groggy. They wake up sharp and alert. And my wife can't have enough of the room spray. So it's everywhere in our house. So she is loving it. But I think the first half of the year was a good year. We're still coming off some of the effects of COVID. It sounds funny, but we're a few years removed, but we're still coming off of it. We're still having a hard time. People are still having a hard time diving into real meetings. I mean, it's easy to get everyone on a Zoom, and we love the technology, but we have to use them together to our advantage. And sometimes, like tonight, a setting like tonight is so perfect because we can have a chat together and visit, and we can see everyone's faces. My little grandson lives in Texas. He's not with us in Arizona. And so, man, we are so grateful for technology. And okay, in a minute, I'm going to brag. I'm going to show you a little video of my grandson. I'm going to show you real quick. This is such a great video. If you can hear it and see it, I'm going to play it. His mom, he's only 15 months, and his mom asked him if he wanted to watch a certain movie. And so let's see, can you see that? Oh, shoot. Dang it. Sorry, Caitlin, I'm hijacking the movie, the thing just a little bit.
You're totally fine.
Okay, so. Okay, let's see. I'm technically challenged here. All right. Okay, can you see my little grandson?
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna push this button.
Yeah. Okay, let's see. What about Big Hero 6? Big Hero 6? Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so he's so excited to watch Big Hero 6, where we should be so excited about the last half of our year. That's how we should all be acting when people ask us how our Plexus businesses are going from now until Christmas. I think, yeah, we should have that, excitement going, because there's so many good things happening. We're going to have more opportunity meetings coming up in the fall, which are fantastic. Leaders Retreat, hopefully you are all on your way to qualifying for Leaders Retreat. Beautiful cruise ship. That's going to happen in first part of November. Those of you like Caitlin who are Emeralds and above will be in Mayakoba enjoying the Mexico white sands. And there's still time by the end of July to qualify. So there's still time. And then we have an amazing holiday line that we haven't launched yet. And I'm just going to tease it at that. The holiday line that we're going to bring out in the fall time. You are all going to love this holiday line that Michael and his team have put together. And so we have so many great things out there. Tarl and I were so happy to open up convention together. We love being with all of you, with all of our ambassadors. And Gene, our new CEO, we think we made the right choice in Gene Tips, and we think his innovation and his heart is, we wanted to find somebody that people used to ask Charles and I, what's the one thing that keeps us up at night? And I sleep pretty good anyway, so not a lot keeps me up at night. But for us, it was always, if something was to happen to us, if we got hit by a bus tragically, who would take care of the ambassadors? Who would have the ambassadors' hearts on the top of their mind always, and make it about them and not about our bottom line or about the company? And we feel that we can sleep well now because we know that, well, obviously Tarl and I are heavily involved, but Gene gets it. Genevieve gets it. Michael gets it. Michael, our new COO, he gets it. Alan, our IT guy, our finance COO, Jack Spitzer, they all get it. They understand that we are an ambassador-friendly corporate team, and that's our whole job, is to make your lives easier and friction-free. So people say, what's the one thing that we can do at corporate? We can get out of your way. We can give you all the tools that you need to go be successful, and then get out of your way and let you do that. And so we're trying to do that more. Gene's mantra right now is brilliant at the basics. And so we launched this amazing app, which is awesome, but it's a basic. Everybody has an app. We're just kind of catching up. So it's an app, but we're happy to have it. It's going to be great. But we want to get these things that are, my dad used to call them table stakes, just things that should be there. We're trying to get all those things that should be there so we can work on these amazing new things that nobody has seen before, and that we're ahead of our competition. And as far as competition, everyone says, what about that company and this company? Well, we have pretty good blinders on. We open them up a little bit just to see what they're doing from time to time, but we know what our goals are. We know what we're focusing on, and we know what our potential is as a company, because we feel we have the best ambassadors in the whole world. And we know that we're going to achieve all the goals that you guys want to achieve individually, collectively, as a team, and as a company. And as we do that, we're going to have double the numbers at convention in Las Vegas. It's going to be the biggest party we've had in the history of our company, and we're just continuing to move forward. And so couldn't be more happier about where we're at as a company. We're still debt free. And those of you who have heard me talk before, I don't say that to brag, but I'm a big believer in being self-reliant. And when you can make decisions based on, we can make good decisions, not based out of duress, where you have to make financial decisions because you don't have the money. We get to make decisions because they're the right decision. And we're up for an award. The Better Business Bureau it's called the Torch Award, and we're one of the finalists for this Torch Award for the Better Business Bureau in the state of Arizona, and we think we have a really good shot of winning that, which that'll be really good for Plexus because Better Business Bureau people still pay attention, and if we can win their top award, we think that would be great. But we sent Gene to do a video for them, and they asked me the question, what's one thing that we've done over the years that you felt was the best for your ambassadors in the company? And who was here in 2015? Was anyone here in? Okay, nobody. That's a good thing, and that's a good thing. But in 2015, we went through a really awful back office swap over, and for 1 month, ambassadors were not getting their products. They were having a hard time getting on the back office. And so whatever your rank was in October of that year, we held that rank through January. So we held the rank in October, November, December, and January. We held the rank no matter what rank you hit. If you obviously hit higher than that, we gave you that. But if you went down, we kept that. And it cost the company a lot of money, but it was one of those things that we felt was the right thing for ambassadors to, I tell the staff all the time that if we have a bad month, and that's rare, but when we have a bad month, our employees, their paychecks don't change. Their paychecks stay the exact same. As an independent ambassador, brand ambassador, your paychecks fluctuate from month to month. And if you have a challenging month, life gets in the way, your check could go down significantly if life gets in the way and things happen. And so we've instructed all of our staff to, when an ambassador calls in, have a little bit of empathy for them, because you don't know what they're going through in life, and they're going to bounce back. But let's have some empathy for them when they call in. And so, yeah, like I said, our sole focus is to make your lives easier and to make you guys the best that you can be. And yeah, so Caitlin, I think I think that one thing I think I'm going to say this is that all of you get your reports with your ambassadors and they have an ID number, right? Everyone has it's an ID number. I just want to reiterate that ID number, it's more than numbers. It's actual people. It has real names. It has real stories. It has real things attached to that ID number. So please don't look at your folks on your report as just an ID number, but they're individuals, and they have stories, and they have good times and bad times and challenges and happiness. And so let's look at them as individuals, and one person matters. One person truly matters. So let's, if you do that for me, can you look at that list a little differently next time and just look at it as that those IDs are not just numbers, but they're names, and that matters to us. And so I think we want to take some time, Kellen, just I'll answer any question. If you guys have questions, I'm an open book here. I'll answer anything for you if I can.
If you guys have questions, just drop them in the chat and I'll just read them so it doesn't get out of hand. Alec, thank you so much. I'm just going to say this too. Like, if all 35 of you on here have ever questioned if you are with the right company under the right leadership, I think you just got your answer. Like, this is the founder of the company. Okay. We know with our personal growth that we do in our businesses, it comes from the top. There is a reason. So I was a Silver Stars earner in 2018. And when you go into the office, okay, it's not just Alec that is like this. It is the IT department. They're like, okay, you guys are here. What can we do for you? How can we help you? What can we do better? And you're like, what? Like, why are you asking us? Like, what? But we had lunch with Chris Pike, and Chris Pike, which when you become a Jewel, you'll have very close relationships with Chris Pike. He's like, what do you need me to do? Like, I'm your liaison. What do we need? And it isn't just an ID. Like, he is 1000% right. And it's not just one person at corporate thinks that. It's not just him and Tarl, you know, that say the right things. This is bred all throughout the company. And it trickles down through leadership. And I love that we are in a place that it starts in the top, from the top. It is, I mean, I'm sure you've all worked places outside of here that it's not like this, right? And we're so blessed to have the focus on, you know, improving our lives, our families' lives, having our back. How the company went through COVID, like navigating those things, that was uncharted territory with no map. Like that was, and they handled it like pros. So Alec, we absolutely love you guys. We appreciate everything that you do. We love that we are not numbers and we are people. And Gene is 1000%. I had dinner with him at 7 Star, and that was Silver Stars. That was, he's amazing. You can go on.
I must have been gone that day because all the
So-
Silver Star, we have a private lunch in my office just for me and the Silver Stars.
So we were in your office with, I think, was there a cardboard cutout in there? You and
Okay.
Carl were on the private
They were on
trip.
the Emerald trip. Yeah.
No, the private trip with like
Oh
the
yeah,
top 10.
to Musha Key.
Yes. It happened that
Yeah.
that's where you guys were. So we were
Okay.
in your office. We had a party.
Okay, great. My cutout's been everywhere, so that's good. I love that. Yeah, it's good.
Yes. All right. So we got a question here. Let's see. We got, where are we at here? Scrolling up. There's a bajillion. All right. I see. Oh, okay. So there's a question about people that work at corporate. Do they have Plexus accounts and are they allowed to hold rank?
Okay, repeat that.
Corporate employees, are they allowed to have a Plexus account and hold a rank?
No, they're not. No, they're. We feel like it would be. We feel like the word's escaping me. It's been a long day. Let me think. They cannot. The bottom line is they cannot. It'd be a conflict of interest for sure. They have access to all the stuff, and I think it would just be. We just feel it'd be a conflict of there, and we never want them to have to. We want honest people to be honest. We don't want to have them make a choice about being dishonest, and so we think they would. For the most part, they would all be honest, but we feel like our job is, and they know their job is to support all of you out in the field. And I'm going to be honest, it's a rarity. What you guys do, especially Caitlin, with your success, it's you're an anomaly, really, and everyone on this call is an anomaly in how you work the business. It's not easy being ambassador. You're abnormal if you're successful in this business, and which all of you on this call are making it work. And so some of our employees, they see all the shiny stuff and they want to go give it a go. And we think some of them could, but you guys work really hard. You guys work hard to get where you are. And we just tell them no. And I have two sons that my one son works for the company. His name's Nick. He's an RSM and he loves it. Being my son, he has to work twice as hard because he doesn't want people to think that he's just being handed to him. So he works, but he definitely wanted to be an ambassador. And I said, you can come work for the company, but you cannot be an ambassador. And so, but no, they can't. There are some companies that allow people to do that just to get a flavor of what it's like to work in the field, so they can have some, so they can feel that. But we don't. We've chosen to say no to that.
Yes, and I think, and I don't know if it was Nick, somebody on one of my RSM calls, they said like, no, like we know what we're good at, and you guys are good at what you do, and that's why this works.
Agreed. Very well put from the young one.
All right, there was one more. I'm finding it.
I'm a size 33, used to be a size 32. So if you're going to ask that question, you can throw that one out. So.
Okay. So somebody wants to know, what has been your biggest struggle in this business?
communication. I think communication is always one of those things that comes up all the time. If you think you communicated enough, you probably haven't communicated enough, and how to communicate more efficiently, communicate in the right ways. And so that's probably been a struggle, and it's not a struggle, but it's one of those things that is always on our mind of communicating better. It's all about communication. And so for me, it would be communications are one of those things that we're always working on, trying to make it better.
And then one more question. What would you like to see in the future of the Latino and Hispanic markets?
I think there is such an opportunity in those areas specifically, whether that's U.S. people that are living in the U.S. in the Hispanic market, or whether they're in Mexico or Puerto Rico or other places across in Canada. I do believe that it's a wide open market, and I think if you ever see that group, we've seen pockets of those individuals at an event, and the energy level just seems to go up like 5 notches. They're just happy. They got flags. They're so energetic. And if we could just glean a little bit of that, and our group's exciting. I mean, our group is exciting, but then if you take that, they take it to a next level. If anyone went to the international meeting at convention, it was like a gigantic party. It was a gold party on steroids. It was just crazy. And so we're putting some investment, some time and effort into that market over this rest of this year and into the next couple of years. And I think you'll see a big improvement in that area. And Plexus is for everybody. And we want everybody to know that anybody can come and have a great experience at Plexus.
Yeah, and I agree with that the company does whatever. I mean, there's quite a few of us that are on here that work with Javier a lot. And just like the bending over backwards that corporate will do to help us like if they don't know, they will find somebody that knows. And if they can't do it, they will find somebody that can. And it just goes to show like what lengths they're willing to go to help us build our businesses, which is a great blessing. So does anybody else have any other questions? All right, well, this has been amazing. Alec, we appreciate you so much. Y'all drop some love in the chat for him. We are looking forward to the next 6 months. It's gonna be a good half of the year, that's for sure.
My pleasure. We'd love to do this again with this same team, maybe in 3 months. I'll definitely set that up if you're okay with that.
Yes, I would love that. That would be great.
And we can just see where everybody's at and see how everyone's doing, how they've made it through the summer, and how they're excited for the fall. Here in Arizona, you can't smell football season because you can't smell the fall leaves. And so we have to just burn some candles in the house. We can smell the fall here in Arizona. But love you guys. Thank you for Caitlin. Thank you for, sorry I missed the last one. I wasn't aware of it. And I felt so bad when I found out that I missed it. I love spending time with our amazing ambassadors, and I'll do it anytime. So can't wait for 3 months. I'll definitely set that up. Perfect. And can't wait to see you guys soon.
Thank you so much. Have a good night.
Okay. Thanks. See ya. Bye.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.